All right, so pre-warning, bear with me. This one's super crazy since there's lots of people on stage, lots of groups doing different things. So just bear with me for this one. So this is for the Who's Return / Peaple versus Horton the Elephant Part 1. And I believe as well as Peaple versus Horton the Elephant Part 2. So just bear with me. It's going to get crazy. Here we go. So, so right before this, we have All For You, and the cat, the bird girls, Horton and Gertrude are already on stage. So, when Horton, you're like, Gertrude, this is page 132. Gertrude, I never noticed. You're amazing, Gertrude. Oh, it was nothing. As that happens, the Who's are going to be entering, well, not all the Who's. Mr. Mayor, Mrs. Mayor, and JoJo enter from stage right to get to Formation 1, as well as the Bird Girls move to Formation 1. This is as soon as All For You is over. You move to Formation 1. So, then the song begins. Hello, who's, hello, is anyone there? He holds a clover to his ear to listen. Mr. and Mrs. Mayor, hello. Oh, what a relief. So you do all these lines and you talk to each other. Then you sing to the audience. Well, you sing to the clover. A person's a person, no matter how small. Then everyone out to the audience. A person's a person, no matter how. Then the Wickershams have come on real quickly. They come on from stage right for ha, ha, humph. And the kangaroo has also come on. So now it's real quickly, everyone is in formation number 2. So all that changes as people enter on stage. And then the sour kangaroo, you walk forward and you point at Horton. You can't run away from, and then show yourself, the sour kangaroo. And then you're going to put your right hand out, Palm Beach to Pittsburgh, and then you're going to raise your arms up to Kalamazoo. And then you're going to just kind of throw a point at Horton. And you, with your, and then point at the egg, and then use your other hand, and your nest, and then you're going to show it like that, tree. Or, just kidding, I did the words backwards. Your egg and your tree, your egg and your tree, and your nest. And then to the audience, I'm making a sour citizens. Rest and snap on that. And then everyone, when she says, I'm making a sour citizens, arrest! And then you guys all start walking to formation number 3. Okay, so, and then so as you're walking, then Wickersham say, well, Horton, we're taking you back. We're gonna be going in style. For talking to a speck and sitting on an egg, you should be in formation 3 by that time. You're gonna do, so you're going to, sorry, I had to read. You're going to be well, Horton, we're taking you back. You're going to be going in style. For talking to a speck and sitting on an egg, then everyone is going to do this, besides Horton. And Gertrude, you're on stage, and you're just kind of like, wait, no, what is happening? Like, Horton is a good person. I'm not part of this group. Like, it's crazy. So you're kind of watching everyone and reacting according to how you feel about what they're saying about Horton. So everyone, anyways, sorry, I got sidetracked. For talking to a speck and sitting on an egg, everyone goes, you're down, you jump, gonna be, middle, gonna be, you're gonna be. Oh, you have 4 of those. So you're gonna go down, I'll show you to the side so you can see the angles. So you go down, kind of middle, in between middle and down, gonna be, middle, high. So you have 4 of those. You're gonna be, gonna be, gonna be, gonna be, and then gonna be put. You point directly at Horton wherever you are. So if you're in the front row in front of him, you're gonna turn around, point, gonna be put. And then on trial, you're gonna bring your arm back. You're gonna be put on, and you're gonna slam your arm down on trial, and you're gonna walk around yourself in a little circle for the little measures. At that point, that's everyone, except for Wickershams. You guys are going to move Horton. You're going to move Horton from where he is to stage left, to the stage left position. When it's the, after everyone goes, gonna be put on trial, get Horton, you're gonna push the tree over to the side of the stage, and then get back to your formation. There's plenty of time, you have lots of time. Then the marshal comes, when the marshal sings, everyone goes down to their knees. This is the case of the Peaple versus Horton the elephant. Everyone, you're not going to stand up, so you got to make this head turn really sharp. You turn your head on Horton the elephant, and you're going to look exactly at Horton. Horton the elephant, and then the cat says, Judge Yertle the turtle now presiding, everyone rise. So everyone is on their knees right now. Cat, you're not. Cat, you're singing to the audience. You sing, this is the case of the Peaple versus Horton the elephant. And you look your head when you sing Horton the elephant. And then you're going to present the judge with your left hand. Judge Yertle the turtle now presiding, everyone. And then you're going to raise your hands up because everyone will stand up with you. Everyone, rise. So everyone, when the cat says rise, you're going to rise. And then the judge is going to come out, order, order, order in the court. Everyone, you're going to do 4 flicks going down. Order, 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 order. And then in the court, and you're going to be down on the knees. So you have everyone rise, and the judge says order, order, order in the court. Order, 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 order in the court. Then you're going to be on your knees, for the defendant is charged with talking to an egg, disturbing the peace, and loitering on an egg. And then Horton, you're just on your egg, and you speak to Judge Yertle. Your Honor, this clover is Exhibit A. There are who's here. There are who's her, smaller than the eye can. And then everyone, you guys are going to stomp your right foot and look at Horton, because you should have been looking outwards. So you have biggest blame fool in the jungle of Newell. So you step out biggest and flip your head jungle. So, and then you stay frozen there for it's true, sir. There are who's here. He's a who and so is. And then everyone is just going to stomp your left foot on biggest blame fool on jungle. You're going to point at Horton. Jungle of Newell. And then you have everyone. These are, you're going to throw your arms up, and then down, and then up, and then you go to your knees. And this song is really quick. So all you just have to think about is don't get super tense, but you just need to know exactly what comes next, because it goes very quickly. So it's not crazy hard, but it is quick. So you just did biggest blame fool in the jungle of Newell, talking to a speck of dust. And then you go to your knees, and Gertrude, at that point, you're not on your knees. Again, you're not doing this. You put your hand up, objection, and then the judge says overruled, so you're a little dejected. And then everyone in the courtroom, you do the same thing again. Sitting on an egg, sitting on an egg, sitting on an egg, and back to your knees. And then Gertrude again, objection, overruled, and then elephant, and then Horton, you do your elephant call, and then everyone in the court, you guys can kind of stand up and be like, whoa, like when he does it, kind of like stand up and lean away because it's so loud. Some of you can plug your ears like, whoa, too loud. Then Horton says, and you can all stand and listen to Horton at this moment. I meant what I said, and I said when I meant. An elephant's hateful 100%. You can throw me in jail, lock me up in the zoo, but I won't desert my egg, and I will not abandon who. And then at that point, Jungle People hit a pose that's like, okay, really? You're crazy. So you can pop a hip, put your hand on your hip, cross your arms, you can stand, or just like, some of you could maybe like look at your nails, like seriously, like bird girls totally could like look at their nails and be like, okay, this guy's crazy. What is he talking about? Like, I don't want to listen to him. For while he sings, these who's, sir, win or lose, sir, whether you believe or not, they're here, they live in fear, and I'm the only friend they've got. And he says this all to the judge. And then when Horton says, you can do what you want with me, Your Honor, and I won't question why, when he sings, but please save who? The tiniest planet in the sky. When he says sky, you're going to all go back down to your knees and look at the judge, because now the judge says, based on the evidence, I have no choice but to order the defendant, Horton the elephant, remanded to the Newell Asylum for the criminally insane. And then the judge says, and as for the dust speck, then you all gum up, ooh, that dust speck, back to your knees. And as for the dust speck, everyone, ooh, that speck. And then you sing, and as for the dust speck, that we will, you're going to go down. You have 5. Sorry, I was counting. You have 5 flicks to raise up. That we will boil, 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 boil. And then you're going to stomp and look at Horton at the same time. In a hot, steaming kettle of hazelnut oil. And then you're going to freeze right there. And then it's going to, everyone in the court is going to freeze. Boil it, oh no, that you can't do. It's all for the persons. They'll prove it to you. Mr. Mayor, oh please, Mr. Mayor, you've got to prove now that you really are there. So ring every doorbell and send out the word. Make every who holler, make every who heard. And then, so you guys were all frozen here. Then you're going to do the flick arms again. Boil, 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 boil. And you're going to do that and hold your arms up. And when you're holding that long note, you're going to shake your hands. And then you're going to go to your knees as soon as the Mr. Mayor and Mrs. JoJo say, attention all who's, attention all who's. So you're going to go to your knees for that. So then, now we're at formation number 4. So, as soon as Mr. Mayor and Mrs. Mayor start saying, attention all who's, we've got to be heard, there's no time to lose. At that point, you guys are running out to get to formation 4. Some of you can come from stage right, some of you can come from center back around the back left side of the set, some of the right. You can distribute where they come from, basically. But you're going to get into formation number 4, so you're on stairs. When you say we are here, you're going to just put your hands right here by your face like you're shouting up. So the mayor, make every who holler, make it loud, make it clear. Everyone, hands up. We are here, we are here, we are here, we are here. And you're going to freeze here. While the courtroom goes, you're going to do the up and down arms. And the courtroom is going crazy, you guys. So you can kind of boogie with this as well, because it's going insane. So the courtroom, you just go up and down on each boil it. So you have boil it, 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 boil it. And then when Horton says, don't give up, I believe in you all, a person's a person, you're going to freeze wherever you were. And he says, a person to persons, no matter how small, and very small persons will not have to die if you make yourselves heard, so please, please try. Then you start again with your craziness. boil it, boil it, boil it, boil it, freeze. While the who's say, you're gonna come here, hands here, we are, punch them straight up, here, we are here, we are here, we are here. And then who's, you're gonna continue doing we are here, we are here. You're gonna keep doing that the whole time. Courtroom, you come back in with boil it, boil it, boil it, boil. And then everyone freezes. So who's, you should be frozen here. People on stage, you should be frozen with your arms down in some kind of pose because you're going crazy. Cat, everyone's frozen except for the cat. And JoJo's not frozen either. So the cat says to the audience, now just for a moment, young JoJo looked grim. The fate of the who's rested squarely on him. But then came a think, a peculiar new word, the kind of new word no one ever had heard. So Kat, you're just saying that to the audience. You are being storyteller, creepy clown, remember, creepy hyper clown, telling that to the audience. JoJo, when that happens, Kat says, now just for a moment, young JoJo, you're going to cross your arms and look down like you're really sad because JoJo looked grim, and that's on grim. Young JoJo looked grim. The fate of the who's rested squarely on him. But then came a think, you're going to put your hand up like, oh, I have an idea. Then came a think, a peculiar new word, and then you're going to think like this, and you're smiling now because you're like, I have an idea, it's going to work. A kind of a new word no one ever had heard. Then who's, JoJo, you don't do the we are here at this point. You are still thinking like, yes, this is going to work. But courtroom, you unfreeze because you go back into boil it, boil it, boil it, and who's we are here, we are here. Then JoJo, you're going to put your hands up like this and yell, yop! And everyone is going to freeze right where they are. And so courtroom, you should be with your hands somewhere up. And then who's, your also arms are up. And JoJo goes, yop! And courtroom, yeah, so you're all frozen. So that is the end of Peaple versus Horton the elephant.